Hello, I'm drafting Ravnica Allegiance. I'm doing a traditional draft, which is a bit different to what I normally do. And I have to say right now that for this draft, I got a lot of help from a very experienced drafter um, who thinks that by far Gates is the best deck to be drafting in the format. So that is what he has helped me to do. It's essentially his deck, and I'm just playing it to see how it goes. Um, And luckily for us, the first three picks that we got were the Angel, a Gatebreaker Ram, and a Gates Ablaze. So it was really feeding into the type of deck that he had. If this was completely my choice, I definitely wouldn't have this number of gates. I've got 11, and he was sort of pushing me to get towards 14 gates as well. So I'm still on the light side in his point of view. Um, I also would be worried playing Exposed to Daylight in the main deck, but um, he definitely assures me that it is worth running. And also, I'm just generally light on creatures, which I don't do very often in Limited because I do not have the balls to do it. But here we go. Best of three. So I've got to really sit down, get comfortable. I'm in here for the long haul. I've got another Exposed to Daylight in my sideboard that I can run. Um, I've also got a something volley. Oh, okay. Um, okay. Huh. Uh-huh. I guess I keep this. And I guess I keep that and hope that Gates Ablaze keeps me alive for some amount of time. Hmm. Okay, so far, I'm, a bit worried about what's happening here. I'm more than a bit worried. My opponent's deck seems very aggressive and my deck's very slow. I do have the Gates Ablaze though to keep me alive. I'm not sure exactly at what point I'm supposed to play it. Um, I want to take out at least 3 creatures with it if I can. If I can get Junk Troll into play, if I can draw a land, or if they play an artifact or enchantment this turn, or a 1-power creature, I'm okay taking a couple of hits from that. Oh yeah, I can take just some more hits from the 1/1. That's fine by me. I'm not being pressured to play the Gates of Blaze right now. There we go. Very nice. Sphinx's Insight can come into play now. Junk Trawler can... oh, it's got Defender, and this can block this. Junk Trawler can stall the board for a while. 3 gates means that the Gates of Blaze is not killing Junk Trawler anytime soon as well. So things are working out quite well. Yep, that's fine. Cool. Now, I think this is going to be the right play. And I'm going to use them to start putting all of my instants and sorceries onto the bottom of my deck as well. If we ever get to that stage of the game, I'm going to really enjoy drawing my Gates Ablaze again, drawing my Sphinx's Insight again, all of that jazz. I think this is what's happening here. They might just be trying to push through a single damage here. They might also be holding a burn spell to kill my Junk Trawler, which I would not like. Honestly, I'd prefer it if they played another creature that can be killed by Gates Ablaze. That I'd much prefer right now. Nope, they have the burn spell. Oh well. Oh well. That Junk Trawler really is my long game option. So there we go. But Gates Ablaze is going to make mincemeat out of all of these creatures. The question is, do I play it now? Or do I play it a bit later? I'm not being pressured. I can even go play this during my main phase, can't I? Why the hell not? There's no way that they're adapting this next turn. I'm gaining 2 life. I will take 6 damage that I don't need to potentially get slightly more value out of Gates Ablaze. I'm just willing to go for it. Gates Ablaze is also only doing 3 damage, which is not very much. So if they have anything, if they play a creature now that's got 4 toughness or greater, I've made a bad mistake. Yep, I'm ready. Oh, yep, that's perfect. Okay, perfect, good. Whew, I was really worried for a moment there that things were going to go super badly, but they didn't. I can even play the Locket and the Gates Ablaze, which I think I'll do. They've got 2 mana. They might be able to save one of their guys somehow. I don't think it matters that much. With this Locket in play, that will allow me to give me the mana to play Frilled Mystic. So that is also quite cool. I've got a removal spell for any small creature they have, and I'm 1 mana short of getting a 7/7, which I think should equal, at least, anything that this Gruul deck is going to create. I was told that this deck is the one um, it's the deck to beat me. Yeah, I'm in no rush. So I'm quite glad that this game seems to be going fairly well. I have lost some pretty solid cards. Yeah, you're obviously going to give itself +1/+1 counter. Now I think I'm just going to sit back on my Frilled Mystic and attack, because I kill them with this in 3 turns. They kill me with that in 4 turns, which is good. And I think I think I should be attacking. I might be overestimating how defensive the deck I'm playing is supposed to be. I'm really not sure. This Guildgate also lets me pop the Gruul Locket, which I will do if I get a chance. I would like to draw those 2 cards. Okay, the ideal thing for them to do would be to play a really fat creature, maybe a Wrecking Beast, and give it haste. That'd be fun. I'll take the 3 damage. I could throw the Frilled Mystic down to block it, but then again, I could just as easily throw the Grotesque Demise down to stop it. And I think that would be the better move. Yeah, I can't pop the Locket, and I don't want to get hit by that again. Cool. Cool. This has got to be perfect, right? This is really good stuff. So they're dead next turn. I can counter anything that they play. I have the mana to counter 2 spells, so I'm countering anything they play, and I'm saying anything. Anything, but definitely that. Oh, come on, can't you do my mana a bit better than... Actually, maybe I'm not countering it. Resolve. Exposed to daylight. What do you know? What do you know? Exposed to daylight's actually strong. Past the end of combat. You know what? Let's even do this. This deck works great. I mean, I shouldn't have had any doubts, but seriously, I still want to be able to cast Frilled Mystic, which 2 green, which I can if it's actually pretty annoying that that the mana is so specific in this. Okay. Why am I even bothering to... That's okay, it's all for practice. I have to be really careful with the mana because the auto thing doesn't seem to be um, doing exactly what I want. Oh, get ready for game 2. All right, exposed to daylight, I think comes out, even though it helped me against the 8/8. Oh, I had the counters for it. I guess if I don't have the counters for it, all I'm left with is Consigned to the Pit, so it is fine. The removal is obviously good. The Scorch Mark is good. Two Thought Collapse might be worth turning into a creature. I don't know. I can just see like the Ceratok or the Rubble Belt Runner being good defense against some of their cards. I don't know if I would have been any good if I didn't have the Gates Ablaze, but if it was replaced by a Ram, I think it would have been fine. I'm just going in with what I've got. All right. They're obviously going to be on the play. I don't know how to judge this hand. I actually think it's probably fine. Um, yeah, I think this is okay. Hmm. Yeah, I want to play these Simic Guild Gates in order to get the Frilled Mystic out. So these are the ones to play out early. Next turn, I'm going to use the Plains to play a Brush Strider. The turn after that, I'm going to have to throw out, yeah, one of these guys, try and get this Frilled Mystic into play. Hmm. Um, if they have removal, I want them to use on the Brush Strider, or do I play the Ram and try and go nuts right now? He'd be a 4/4, which I don't think any red-green removal can quite deal with just yet. If they attack, I don't block. I actually think this is the right choice. Whoop. The way this is working makes me think that my internet's okay. We're fine. We're fine. See, fine keeping the hand. I had all the mana I could possibly want. I had all the defense I could possibly want, and I just had to trust in the power level of my deck that in a few draws I'd get the cards that I need, um, which seemed to work. I'd still be super suspicious if they attack now, and yep, I am suspicious. I'm going to take the 2 damage. That 2 damage is worth much less to me than the possibility of losing the Gatebreaker Ram. Okay, we go in with Gruul. We attack with the Ram, which has Vigilance, which is amazing. So it can still block the Ignis, but I don't need to block it because I'm going to play the Brush Strider. And if the board state doesn't change dramatically next turn, I think I'm going to sit back for the Mystic. No, I can't. I need to get one more Guild Gate in play before I can play it. Man, this thing is hard to cast. Next turn then I'll go... Oh, it's annoying. Okay, so they can double block the Ram to kill it. Uh, the longer this game goes on, the better that will be for the Ram. Why don't I have a black source in play? Ugh, 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 ugh. And +1/+1 counters are obviously going to be an issue as well. 4, 5, 6. So this guy just needs to have 2 power more in order to push through those. So these 2 just need to come into play. Man, I'm just talking and thinking too much. Let's just get more creatures into play and go no attacks. My deck is the one that's going to win long term as long as I'm careful. I'm not going to attack in and trade my Gatebreaker Ram unless I have all the answers. I want Frilled Mystic ready and available before I do anything silly with the Ram. Okay, they're in the position where they might attack with the Crusher. No, I'll just double block. I'm fine to do that. That makes sense. Okay, Scorch Mark makes a huge difference here. The fact that I can play Frilled Mystic makes a huge difference here. I'm worried about their Scorch Mark because they were willing to do a trade here. But yeah, this has to be played. Now I can't Mystic and Scorch Mark, which makes so I'm tempted to attack with a Ram, and if they do some kind of fun blocks, Scorch Mark like just makes that awful for them. If they use the you know what? You know what? I can't see this going badly. I just can't. I can't think of a card they would have or a way they would legitimately block. If they blocked with all three, that would be a problem. Yeah, if they just block with that and make it take 5 and they back it up with Scorch Mark, then I've got the Frilled Mystic to deal with the Scorch Mark. If they double block it, then Scorch Mark, the Spike or Acrobat, and I've got that covered too. Yep, that's fine. Scorch Mark the Acrobat. Actually, no, if they have a pump for the Acrobat, then I was effed. But considering they don't, I'm fine. And the Locket. So good. Being nice and careful. Gatebreaker, where I am, is winning this game easily. Okay, they've got 7 power creatures again, enough to stop the ram, but I think it's time to possibly attack with everything. I'll skewer the critics. Maybe that's what they had at the beginning when they were trying to kill the ram with the Ignis. Ram gets bigger to the point where they can't afford to let it through. They block that with this, they block that there. Just the ram. I think they take the damage, yeah. Okay. Oh, look. It's choosing good mana for me to do this with. If I don't cast it, I can potentially pop the Locket, so I might do that. I'm thinking Frilled Mystic to stop anything that will help them survive this turn. That will help them survive this turn. And I think I will take that action. That's a fair response. All right, have to say, this deck seems okay. It seems okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for 3 wins to get my gems back. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. This requires 6 wins. Okay, so I can possibly play 7 games, I think, right? I'm out when I hit 2 losses, so 7 games is the max. So maybe after 3 games, I might stop and take a break. Waiting your opponent, they're choosing. So I'm on the draw, I assume. Does it tell me your opponent goes first? Yep. This hand seems fine. I have no way to block any incoming stuff early on, but I've got my lands. I don't know, trust in the deck. I don't know if that's a thing. Cool. So I open the gates to find the black-white land, I think, and then play it, or the Azorius one is fine. Or do I want red? Or do I want black-red? That'll give me black-red. That will give me all the colors. Yeah. Okay. And because they've seen it, that'll be the one I play. I'm thinking Island to get the Simic Locket down. Oh, hey, I'm actually playing against Gates. They're going to get a free card off this guy, which is not good. Not good at all. Ugh, that's a pain. It's not a pain that I think is worth a Gates Ablaze on its own. And the fact that I haven't played the Guildgate yet means that even if they suspect Gates Ablaze, they don't know for sure that I've got the 3 damage to kill the Gateway Sneak. So maybe they might overextend a little bit more. Either way, I'm really hating this. I'm playing against Curious Obsession, and it's a draft. I don't know what to do. Even if they just pass the turn right now, that would probably be really annoying for me. They're in full control, which is interesting. Growth spiral. So I do seem to be against some kind of mirror. They're willing to throw all their gates down though. So yeah, okay, that's a card. That's a card that's worth playing. Grotesque Demise right now. I can play the Junk Trawler, hope that they don't have a gate to make him unblockable. Or I could just call it quits and hit Grotesque Demise right now. Or I could let him draw a card. I think letting them draw the card is the bad play. I think... I shouldn't let him have another card. Junk Trawler is half not letting them have another card, so maybe he was the right call. I don't know. I haven't played against this enough. I've got Exposed to Daylight. Is it worth playing on this? It could be. I think this is going to be a long game, and Exposed to Daylight might be right. Might be. I can take a couple of pings off it, so one of these two cards is the way to go here, and I think this is the right one. Off those lands, I don't think it actually matters. Cool. Cool, cool. Simic Locket. I've got plenty of greens and blues to play the Frilled Mystic. Sweet. They had the gate. That's nice to know. So they could have. They've also got perfect counter magic up. So if I want to cast Gatebreaker Ram, I do not have enough to back it up with Frilled Mystic, which says to me that Junk Trawler is the right play right now. Also worth noting that I have 5 gates in play, so Gates Ablaze will not kill my Junk Trawler. But if I play another gate, then it will, and I need to be really aware and careful of, avoiding that if possible. Junk Trawler can also stack my deck with these gorgeous cards, which I'd like. Oh yeah. This does not look like counter magic now, or it looks like bad counter magic. I need to be careful with the mana that I use for the Ram. Okay, they just don't have counter magic. Being careful my ass. Sorcery speed, instant, sorcery, Ram. 3 power, 2 power. This is going to become a 6/6, which could be a problem. The Gatebreaker Ram just deals with all problems though, doesn't it? Yes, it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Wilderness Reclamation and Gatebreaker Ram. Okay, yep, as long as I've got enough mana to cast the Ram, here it comes. Jeez, this thing. That is fine. At the beginning of your end step. Cool. Very cool. So because of this, I didn't need to be like particular about tapping particular lands to play the Gatebreaker Ram. So they might not necessarily be expecting this. They don't know what I want the untapped lands for. They might think I'm just trying to get Wilderness Reclamation into play. As far as they're concerned, I didn't give away any tells just then, which I like. Something I don't like is the possibility of getting hit by a 6/6 or a form hybrid right now, which might happen. But if they do attack me with it and the Ram blocks it, that means that they've got something to back it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no. I don't think they can successfully attack me with it, no matter what. Past end combat. Exposed to Daylight, is that really the right choice right now? I don't see it being the right choice. The Ram, however, is going to have a hard time getting through these, though. So, and I might like the Scry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just getting freaked out by this stupid timer. Freaked out unnecessarily. That makes sense. Do I still get to scry one? I don't know if I do. I don't. That's a shame. Land. Yep. I may as well pop this because I get all my lands back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have 3 left over, which is not enough to cast anything relevant, but pop. Wilderness Reclamation. I like this. Lots of guild gates. I can play Gates Ablaze. Not the right move right now. The Ram is doing just fine. My opponent's obviously not concerned about their life total. If Gates Ablaze can hit one more creature, then I think I'll run it out there. Frilled Mystic will stop anything that can't be stopped by Gates Ablaze, I guess. I've got a Consign to the Pit as well. People shuffles their graveyard into their library, draw a card. Their graveyard is this, which is fine. Oh, you know what? I think that card is powerful enough that I'll get rid of it. They might be running another Clear the Mind. I'm guessing that's happening here, unless they just found it. I'm actually not sure what's happening here with Clear the Mind. I'm really not sure. I'm going to start attacking in with the Frilled Mystic. I don't mind trading it for their guys. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, this is the last chance I've got to not Gates Ablaze a Junk Trawler. I guess I could just play Gates Ablaze before I play Junk Trawler. That's also possible. All right. I don't see a problem with playing that. I'm also fine attacking in with everyone. I can play and pop a locket. That is so cool. Wilderness Reclamation, man, does some good stuff. Yeah, because without my counterspell, I do feel a lot more exposed. I'm thinking about the mirror match. I think, yeah, okay. That's dumb. Come on. Come on. Red, black, and sure, whatever. Play this. So I can then pop it for cards. Mad. Okay, I don't have a counterspell. If they attack, I'm... I guess I block. I don't know. Cool. They're running the Exposed to Daylight too. I think the extra one of these is worth playing. I've seen this. I've seen the thing, the Ill-Gotten Inheritance. Obviously, when I see all these gates, second Clear the Mind. All right, I got to be really worried about getting decked. I actually need to worry about that. Yeah, yeah. Consign to the Pit. Okay, they're on 5. They're relying on getting past this. I'm going to very carefully tap my lands to play the Bush Strider, and the only reason I'm doing it carefully is to pretend I've got counter magic. And now I end the turn. I really want them to try and play around the counter magic. In fact, hit control. I'll go to full control just to try and mess with them. I want them to make mistakes. Um, that is actually completely fine because I've got Consigned to the Pit. Actually, also because I've got Gates Ablaze. They could adapt now. They're holding counter magic. Okay, am I still in full control? Full control off? I think it's off. Let's see. If I attack with both, I should win. Gates Ablaze. If I play Gates Ablaze, this guy ends up on 2 life and yeah. Consigned to the Pit. I think this is the winning move right here. I think even if they counter it or do something about it, they don't get to adapt and they die. Yep. Sweet. Ready for game 2. Okay, okay. Drill bit, yeah. Exposed to daylight, yeah. Volley, I didn't see anything that requires it. Yeah, okay. Any cards that are probably not good. Scorch Mark's good against the 2/2. Um, Thought Collapse I obviously like as well. Um, I always think my deck is fine. Do I need a second Exposed to Daylight? I didn't. Oh, there's my timer. I didn't see. I didn't see the Colossus. I saw Dovin. Dovin's a Cruelty or whatever, and I do want to hit that, but I have one Exposed to Daylight already, and I don't know if they've got more than 2 enchantments. And to be honest, I don't care here or there whether I kill the Ill-Gotten Inheritance that much. I do care a bit. Drill Bit. I think Drill Bit is quite good, but it costs 3. Uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I was told by my friend that playing against Gruul would be the deck that gives me trouble, but because I'm not experienced with playing Control in Limited, I think the mirror match is really stressing me out more than playing against Gruul ever would. Aggro, I get. I know how aggro works. See, I don't have my lands. That's the issue here. I don't have my lands. I'm going first. Wait, why am I going first? Should I actually... I'm going first, which means I'm only drawing 2 cards by the time I need a 3rd land. The chances are okay that I'll have a land. They're good. They're better than okay. If I don't draw a 3rd land though, I could be in real trouble. I have cards. I have cards to play. I'm more than a little uncomfortable right now. I have to admit that. I I may have made a big mistake. Who said I made a mistake? Everything is fine. There's no issues here whatsoever. All right, here's the thing. I play the Ram now. It's open exposed to removal. I play it later. It's open exposed to counter spells. I have Thought Collapse. If I get 6 mana, I could play them both. I don't have more lands, so I don't know if Gatebreaker Ram is going to get big and out of control. I think this is the way to go for now. Um, yeah, and then they hit me with a drill bit or something. No, it's the Gateway Sneak. That is fair. That is fair, and Gates Ablaze definitely cannot take it out. Guess who's playing the aggro deck? So I'm playing a bad beatdown deck. Oh dear, I'm so screwed, aren't I? Cool beans. Hmm. Okay, I'm back. And I'm back and I'm losing to the Gateway Sneak. I really don't like it. Gates ablaze. Sorry? Yes. Um, let's see. I don't have any black. Black white? No, that's not black. I don't have black white. I could Gates ablaze. I don't know if that's a good idea. Play the ram. Alright. I have to take this game seriously. Long term, far out. This Gateway Sneak is wrecking me, absolutely wrecking me. And I know what my opponent's deck has in it. The more lands they get to play, the more cards they get to draw. They're just going to shuffle this bin in and have an amazing deck to play with. I'm almost um, hoping, relying, needing to to kill them with creatures, I think, at this point. Far out. All right, there goes any thoughts of that happening. So yeah, I'm just gonna die, get destroyed, slaughtered, etc., whatever you call it. I could attack and do a whole board wipe using Gates Ablaze. I think that is actually the right move to do. I'm willing to lose my ram to kill theirs. Yep, so they must be expecting this at this point, and that gives me mana left over to Thought Collapse. 1, 2, 3. Lock it. 3. Yeah, that's not happening. 3. Lock it. 3. Thing. Yeah. Yeah. Thought Collapse. Red. Green. White. Gates Blaze. Okay. Blur. Not liking this at all. But they're very willing to tap out constantly, so it kind of makes me think that should I have counted that? It kind of makes me think that they don't have counter spells. Maybe I can just play the angel, let it stick, and attack for 3 every turn until I die. Yeah, unless I see a threat this turn, I don't see a reason to play Thought Collapse. Sure. Who's the... Oh, yes. Ha. In your face. Yes. Yes and a half. All right. I can play the Simic Locket and have mana left over to play the Frilled Mystic. Or I can play the Enforcer and have mana left over to do the Mystic. I think the Locket is the way to go, and I'm gonna go white. I'm gonna go red. I'm gonna go green to play this, and then pass the turn and Mystic whatever threat they have. Let's go. Let's go. This game is not lost. Hmm. Letting them draw 2 cards is not fun, but then I guess I can do the same, so that's fine. They've got 3 mana. Is anything happening? Gateway Sneak. Interesting. So without any gates in play, like without any gates left in their deck, which I'm kind of half assuming might be correct, might be okay to let him through and play the Enforcer to deal with it. I don't want to let them draw more cards though. Whatever, and this can start to beat them down. Uh, resolve all. Get off full control. I don't want to be on full control anymore. I do want to take that action. They were holding that gate. I saw that. Okay. Um, yeah. And I think I do want to play this. And I think I do want to use those lands to do it. And then I want to draw cards. Simic Locket. I can't draw cards unless I use the white. I can't draw cards unless I use the white. Okay. But I can just use Sphinx's Insight to draw the cards. Why play him at all? 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 3 left over. Yep, they didn't say to have better ways to deal with it last time. Let's get that bad boy into play. Let's make him bigger now as well. I need all the mana I can get. Come on, who's the beatdown? It's me. It's of all creatures. They have a lot of that card, but then again, it's that every draw they get, every single card they draw is. If I'm on a third game, I think it is worth playing this. I now know that they have an Azorius Locket I can hit with it as well. But still only 3 targets. I still don't see any hard removal, and I don't see any hard removal. I don't see any counter spells. What are you doing? You've only got 1 card. I'll play this as well. If your 1 card is a Wrath, then my Enforcer can deal with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have enough gates to kill the Ram. Jesus, okay. Oh yeah, okay. So this is interesting. This is real interesting. Your deck doesn't seem to suit that. Okay. Yep. I'll have 1,000,000 life. Oz of Enforcer kills it. So Archway Angel wins. I think that's the plan here. Your 10/10 can't really hurt my 30 life. That is probably one of the best cards you could have drawn just then. Congratulations. I still think that this is really bad for me, but really bad is not really bad. Yeah, I need the Enforcer to kill the Ram. The Angel. Oh, that's annoying. That's real annoying. That's also real annoying. Okay. We've just gone from I'm winning maybe a little bit to I'm definitely not winning now. Also, Enforcer can only kill one of their guys. The Gatebreaker Ram is the better choice. Sure, why not? You going to attack? The Auto Enforcer can't block it. Oh, do I just need to draw 1 gate. No blocks. Oh, that hurt. That card is useless. Yeah, so my deck has no Clear the Mines, their deck has 2. Basically means that At this point, every card that they draw is absolute raw power, and every second card I draw is just another land, which is not great. This is a problem. And now they're just able to attack me for ridiculous amounts of damage, which I now think I have to block. These removal spells might not be that useful, particularly Summary Judgment. Now that I know that they also have a Wilderness Reclamation and a Gate Colossus, it's 100% sure that it's worth playing the second thingamajig. Yeah, like, good game, right? I can say good game. I can pretty much say good game. I could draw. It's just, yeah. I'll play it out, but I don't think there's that much reason to. I'm really keen to hear, if any of you are watching this, I'm really keen to hear if you know if there was any better plays that I could have made in order to not just completely die here. I don't think I need to cast this now. I have a lot of mana. Yeah, okay. Concedes just for this round, right? I still go to game 3, correct? Alright, Exposed to Daylight is coming in. Drill Bit, I think also might be worth it. It also might be. Summary Judgment, I think, might not be. Scorch Mark, they've got a 3-2, they've got a 2-2. They have a 3-3 as well, so maybe the Summary Judgment deserves a better place than Scorch Mark. I'm considering not playing it. The Thought Collapses are good, the Ram's obviously good. They don't have anything in the air. The Junk Trawler is good. I think this is the way to play. Yeah, they don't have anything in the air. Destroy target land. Destroy target artifact creature with defender. No. Yeah, that's not that useful. Mockery? I mean, like, returning their Colossus just to remove it. Oh, sacrifice, it doesn't get RFG. Okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Everything rides on this. Everything rides on this game. Now, I don't actually know now, do I? I think playing is still better, but I could be convinced otherwise. This is awful. I need that land. Okay, make it happen. So again, I've seen no counter spells. I've seen no hard removal. I've seen return to hand. So yeah, I don't have the white to play Sphinx's Insight. That's problematic. That's a great start for my opponent. Good effing job. Maybe the Brush Strider to put pressure on, and then next turn I'll go Reclamation into Sphinx's Insight. I don't care too much about the 2 life. Lock it this turn means I can do all that without the Brush Strider in play. Is the pressure useful? Or is it just useful being the control player? Oh, I don't know. These are the kind of decisions that I'm just not sure of myself because I'm not used to playing this type of deck. And this card is a house. Drill bit. Dude, nice. That's very nice stuff. Seeing what you hit. I think the Sphinx's Insight. That's what you should hit right now. I reckon they will get... Oh, okay, yeah. They made the right choice. Oh, instant spell. Locket gates. Attack. Locket. Open the gates. I want to pop the locket, which means I need a blue or green source. So, Gruel. I don't need double red for anything though. So I guess another Simic. Yeah, I'm seeing this as a lost game. That's a shame. I'm so many cards down. Um, they can see my hand and it's nothing too special. I can just hope beyond. Oh, man. Oh, man. I am just being destroyed here. Absolutely destroyed. What is this? Oh, God. Just, I just, ugh, 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 ugh. What a surprise. What a surprise. Cool. Come on, Gatebreaker Ram. They return it to my hand. You got at least two of them in your deck. Boing. Return to hand, you draw a card, you get this back to your hand, and you have not enough mana to do both, but if you just happen to have one basic land, there it is. You're definitely returning this to my hand right now. Oh, I was wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I would like to consign that to the pit. I cannot. So no attacks. Now you return it to my hand? Perhaps? That's fine. Pass me 8 damage. My guy has vigilance. There it is. If only vigilance was haste. Now, I did stack my deck with 2 copies of... Actually, you know what? If I draw it now, I don't know which of these I'd target. Oh, I don't have a black source. Oh, I don't have a black land. I can't actually play this. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, I'm stuffed, aren't I? Please return this to my hand. At least I can attack them with it and, you know. Man, that hurts. Okay, I don't even know what I want. Look at that hand! I have 8 cards. Answers for days. I almost feel like I want like a scrabbling clause or something to remove their graveyard from the game. That actually seems pretty relevant in this mirror. At least my ram's bigger. Yeah, yeah. It's not fun. Okay, my RAM blocks their RAM. Gate Colossus I let through. I die in a couple of turns. No, what happens now is they bounce my RAM. Shit, that's ballsy. I have to block one of them. I think killing the Ram is actually better because I'm more likely to be able to kill the Colossus next turn than I am the Ram. I think this is my only card to do with the Ram. My only black sources come into play tapped. So this is happening. Colossus kills me next turn. The Angel can block it, of course. Generally, this game is just lost. Like, sure. Like, I didn't have enough things to worry about. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted, isn't it? Sure, that's actually probably not a bad draw, all things considered. Four damage. Okay. Other than this, I don't think they've got ways to do direct damage to me. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a thing that they can do. Oh well. So I've got Exposed to Daylight number 2 to deal with Ill-Gotten Inheritance before it kills me, but perhaps I need to use it on Gate Colossus before that kills me. Yeah. Yeah, this is an issue. That's right, and the Colossus comes into play right now, because... Okay. So let's just repeat last turn. I mean, sure. You're still killing me fast, and I need something different. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing 2 damage to your turn. Yeah. Let's see, this kills me in 2 turns. Colossus, I assume, is coming back pretty soon. That is super relevant, which is sad. That is also relevant. That is also relevant. Okay, one more turn before this kills me. And I have 0 cards in my deck that can kill this now that both of these are here. A Junk Trawler can put on the bottom of my deck, that's great. I can gain life because I've got 2 of these in my deck. My opponent just has a better deck than me. It's sad, but they do. Um, I think I can survive the turn if I draw a Brush Strider or something like that. But yeah. Good game. Zilla, good game. Well, I'm at 1 win, 1 loss. I mean, this could be really short. Come on, I've got to get at least 1 more win, right? And 3 wins would be nice. It would be. It unsideboards, right? Yeah, nice. All right, I said I'd play 3 games now before I take a break, so let's go for it. Ah, we're right in there. 2 scrib. Okay, they're deciding who goes first. It almost seemed like it was a mistake in the mirror to play second. I'm missing a white source, so that's what I'm grabbing with the gates. Do I have white, blue? I don't have, wait, yes I do. That gives me mana for Thought Collapse. Okay. The Angel, oh, yes. Next turn, Wilderness Reclamation into Thought Collapse. Let's see. Come on. Do you have another 2-drop? Ooh, ooh. Okay. Thought Collapse will stop me from dying this turn. Play a creature. That's fine. Oh, here you go. Wilderness Reclamation. Powering my Thought Collapse and Grotesque Demise. Alright. Yep. Come on, some land. Yeah, my life total is too low for me to be comfortable. Come on, 2 more gates. 2 more gates. Or a gate and then a basic. I'll take that too. 3 more. Just give me 3 lands in a row. Far out. I could get killed by a hasty creature. There's a lot of them with Riot going around. I just need to survive these turns. I'm not even going to attack. I'm just come on. Even though a hasty creature can probably stop, no, no, I'm not losing like this. That's fine. Yes. Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, it's so beautiful, I'll even attack into this Rubble Slinger. Okay, now that I've gotten to this point, which I think I can call stabilized, I can feel confident enough in my deck versus theirs that my draws will be better than theirs, and I should be able to win. Look at this damage. Look at that double skew of the critics. What did they... Acrobat. Oh, Dead Revels, that would have been trouble for me. Got to watch out for Carnage, so maybe keep some extra basics in my hand to throw into that. Yeah, that's fine. I got to be careful with this one. It's got Menace. Okay. Okay. Um, I think it's got Menace, so it is going to hit me. I think I have to use Grotesque Demise against one of them. Um, this is annoying as well. I think I can afford to see if they're going to try to attack into me and see if they try any tricks. That makes sense. Past the blockers. Now, yeah. Yeah, I still like this nice sort of stalemate I've got, but it is very tenuous. That helps it out a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have even the perfect mana to cast it and pop it in the same turn, and then Wilderness Reclamation lets me make the most of those cards if they're instants, which they're not, of course. But one of them is a Guild Gate. No attacks. I'm still defending. Let's go. That's fine. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Lock it. Yeah. Lock it. Ram. This guy's gonna start hitting me for 2. Actually, no, if it hits me for 2, I just go in for 8. That's fine. Okay, in response, I'm going to draw 4 cards. What land? It's not telling me what lands. It's going to use a green. It's going to use a... Now it's using whatever it wants. I don't really care. That's fine. Are you sure that's the right move? Are you really sure? What are you doing? You're trying to gain the life? I mean, okay. Cool. Game 2. Let's see. I didn't see any artifacts or enchantments, so I think Exposed to Daylight is out. Um, Definitely all this early stuff is useful. Okay, so that's out. What do I put in its place? Twilight Panther, because I saw a couple of 2/1s. My own Vampire. Actually, that seems to be... That's going to be the best move. My own Vampire. This kind of seems like a cool way to block a creature at instant speed. But I think that's all I'm doing. My opponent should be on the play. This hand seems good. Opponent goes first. Yep. This hand seems good. I've got the black, I've got the red, and I've got the black and red removal cards. I don't have double blue for Thought Collapse, but I do now. So, red first in case, because it's the first one I can play. If I don't need to play it next turn, I go for the black, and then I'm open to playing either of them. It seems pretty important to deal with these guys quickly. I don't know if this is what I should be doing, but obviously it is what I'm choosing to do. That does not particularly worry me. This is cool. So I'm in a much better position than... Sorry, let me think. 3, it'd be a 5/5. That should be able to survive. Any burn they have, they could have something else. I would like a second blue to Thought Collapse. Yeah, But if they attack me now, then I hit them back for 5. So that this is a good way of... Yeah, there you go. It's protecting me. This has just gained me 2 life. I like it a lot. Okay. Guildgate. Into Wilderness Reclamation, I think. Or do I want the Locket? No, the Wilderness Reclamation. Either way, I get the counter next turn. No attacks. If my opponent thinks that I care about attacking them and killing with the Gatebreaker Ram, then they're right. Oh, they hit their 4th land. This is your chance. Play a card while I can't Thought Collapse it. That's totally fine. Dude, I might even Grotesque Demise your Noxious Guardian now. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. See, Ill-Gotten Inheritance. I appreciate that it enables so... Oh, yes. 3, 4, yeah. Why wouldn't I just play all the cards? Oh, it doesn't untap the Locket, so it's a good thing that I just drew the island. Yeah, I don't see myself losing this game now. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can pop the Locket on my turn, which I'll do. Oh yeah, Carnival, nice. Since I had no cards in hand for you to Carnage, I just killed some dead cards for you, so you're probably happy about that. Oh, there you go. That's the game. Well, so far, Gates, the only thing I've lost against is another Gates deck, which seems to be reasonable. The claim that Gates is the best deck is not challenged by that at all. So far, it's really good. Time for me to take a break. This has been a while.